5 psychological traps that keep your brain poor. Most people are not poor, but their brains operate in a poor way. They may have income, education, and a strong work ethic. Yet at the end of the month, nothing remains. Years pass without real savings being built, and life always feels like it will improve just one step later. The problem is not money. The problem is the mind. The human brain evolved for survival, not for wealth. Today, we will explore 5 psychological traps that keep our brains financially stuck. And perhaps for the first time, we will realize that the real problem is not out there in the world, but inside us. Trap 1: Instant dopamine addiction. The brain loves short-term rewards. Imagine someone receiving their salary. What is the first thing they do? Buy new shoes, upgrade their phone, or treat themselves to an expensive dinner. The brain craves reward. Neuroscience tells us that dopamine is closely linked to anticipation and reward. And here lies the issue. The brain receives a faster emotional payoff from spending than from investing. Investing is slow, uncertain, and requires patience, while spending delivers instant pleasure. That is why most people choose small pleasures today instead of financial freedom tomorrow. In behavioral economics, this tendency is called present bias. The brain says, the future is uncertain, but these shoes are real. And just like that, long-term wealth potential is traded for short-term satisfaction. Trap 2: Hedonic adaptation. Think about your first paycheck and the excitement you felt. If you earned that same amount today, would it create the same thrill? Probably not, because the human brain adapts. This is known as hedonic adaptation. A new phone, a new house, a new car, after a while they become normal. Then you need more. Income increases, but spending increases as well. That is why many people do not feel calmer or more secure as their salary rises. Their lifestyle simply rises with it. Once your standard of living climbs, going back becomes uncomfortable. The brain creates a new normal and quietly traps you inside it. Trap 3: Loss aversion. People enjoy winning, but they hate losing even more. Research shows that the pain of losing $100 is stronger than the pleasure of gaining $100. As a result, people avoid investing, avoid taking risks, and miss opportunities because the brain seeks safety. But the irony is that avoiding risk is itself a risk. Inflation is a risk. Time is a risk. Missed opportunities are a risk. Yet the brain focuses only on visible losses, not invisible ones. So most people give up the possibility of earning money simply to avoid the possibility of losing it. Trap 4: Herd mentality. Humans are social beings, and the brain fears exclusion. So if everyone buys a car, we buy one too. If everyone organizes a luxury wedding, we do the same. If everyone goes on expensive vacations, we follow along. Being normal feels safe. However, financial success is often not normal. Most wealthy individuals do not do what society does. They do what society avoids. They save, invest, and work quietly without showing off. But the brain wants to signal status. And status is often displayed through spending. This creates visible wealth, not real wealth. Trap 5: Identity sabotage. This is the deepest trap of all. If someone does not subconsciously see themselves as a wealthy person, their behavior will align with that belief. Childhood messages such as, "We are not rich," "Money is hard to earn," or "Rich people are different" become internal scripts. The brain seeks consistency with identity. If your identity says, "I am just an ordinary person," your subconscious will sabotage behaviors that elevate you. When opportunity appears, you hesitate. When you earn more, you spend quickly. When you begin to rise, you avoid risk. you hit your identity ceiling. True financial transformation is not an income change. It is an identity change. The brain wants to protect you, but sometimes that protection mechanism limits your potential. Instant pleasure, habits, fear, herd behavior, identity limits. These invisible forces shape your financial life. Maybe the problem is not money. Maybe the problem is repeated thought patterns. So ask yourself, which of these traps is controlling you? And more importantly, now that you see them, will you continue living the same way?